Good morning and welcome to the little apartment on the prairie. Once again, I am doing dishes. Do you get the idea that that's like all I ever do? Sometimes it feels that way to me too. But it's a good time to talk. I don't know. Otherwise doing dishes can be boring. I don't mind doing dishes. I listen to a podcast or listen to music or whatever while I do dishes, but it can be boring and I'm all about multitasking when I can, so anyway, I thought today we'd talk about celebrating the holidays in the middle of a pandemic and whatever else might be going on by the holidays, the time the holidays arrive this year with our election stuff and who knows. Anyway, it seems that many of us are not going to be able to celebrate the holidays the way we typically do. It's going to be a lot more difficult to travel. Might not be safe to get together with some of our family members that we want to protect from getting sick. And also, I think for a lot of us, money is going to be really short. And so, even if we thought it was safe to travel, we may not be able to afford to, or we may not be able to afford to buy the gifts that we typically buy. And so I'm going to talk about some things to think about. I'm not going to tell you what to do for the holidays, but just give you some different ideas, and you can choose from them and see if any of them feel right to you. I have a list because otherwise I'd forget stuff. But please share your ideas too in the comments, because I'm sure there's a lot that I haven't thought about. But the first thing I would say is to think about what's really meaningful to you. A lot of times at the holidays we do things because we think we're supposed to. And this year we have a unique opportunity to just, not to do that. Like, how normally maybe it feels like you've got to go to all these different holiday parties and you don't really want to go to them all, but it's hard to say no. Well, this year, if those parties are even being held, you've got a great excuse for saying no, right? And if you're invited to participate in like gift exchanges, sometimes that can get expensive if it's like a gift exchange at church, a gift exchange at work, a gift exchange, I don't know, everywhere. But, money's tight for everybody right now, I think, or for most people, so it's a perfectly good reason to say, yeah, I can't participate in that this year. But so it gives us a chance to think about what's really meaningful to you. And maybe it's the religious meaning behind the holidays. Maybe what's really important to you at Thanksgiving is being thankful. And maybe the best way to be thankful isn't to stuff ourselves with more food than we could possibly need and eat ourselves into a coma. What's really important, what do we really want out of the holidays? And last year I decided that I was at the winter holidays, I decided that instead of getting people gifts, I was going to donate money to charity. And I told all my friends, people that would normally get gifts from me. Whiskers, what the heck was that? Shit. Excuse me. She just knocked, thank goodness this cup was empty, but she knocks it right off the kitchen table. Excuse the language, I'm sorry, yeah. Okay, anyway, I decided that I was kind of fed up with working really hard to try to get people just the perfect gift, and then I felt like some people didn't appreciate the gifts I got them. And I felt like I was getting too caught up in gifts, and I didn't want it to be about gifts. And so I decided instead of giving any gifts, I was going to donate money to charity. And I told everybody that. I did buy gifts for the 2 toddlers that live downstairs from me. I bought them a trampoline because they love to jump on the furniture, and I felt like they needed something appropriate to jump on. So I got like a little mini trampoline. Really good gift for them. But everybody else, I told them I'm donating money to charity. And if you're planning on getting me something, you know, don't feel like you have to, but if you are going to, feel free to donate money to a charity of your choice instead. So what I did, there goes Sassy. What I did was I donated money that I would have spent on gifts to an organization that provides legal assistance to migrant children in detention camps down on the border, and that seemed really fitting for Christmas time. So anyway, you can look at what's really important to you, and it's a good time to reevaluate things. Of course, you can celebrate early or celebrate late. It may be more dangerous to travel a month from now. Maybe you want to have an early Thanksgiving if you're going to travel or get together with some family members. Or you can celebrate late. A lot of people do that anyway. If you've got like a big family and you want to celebrate with all these different family members, a lot of people do that. They, you go to one grandma's house the week before Thanksgiving and one on Thanksgiving Day. And, so you don't have to celebrate on the holiday. I know, like, celebrating months early or late might not seem the same, but you don't have to do it on the day that it's on the calendar. You can also, one thing you can do is you can get together through Skype or Zoom or whatever, make a dinner, and your family that you can't be with, you can set up your computer at the end of the table and have dinner together or open gifts together or whatever. We're lucky that we've got all this great technology. Hi, Whiskers. What are you crying about? You're trying to get into something, aren't you? Absolutely. But you can also do kind of some synchronized celebrating. Like, even if you're not going to Zoom or Skype or whatever, plan to read the Christmas story at the same time and then spend time thinking of each other or something like that. Whatever, would be meaningful to you, but so that you have these connections with people that are far away. When it comes to gifts, handmade gifts are great if you want to save money. Handmade gifts are so nice anyway. So instead of spending a lot of money on buying gifts, do like a handmade holiday. Just have everybody make something. Or another possibility would be, as I did last year, is to give something to charity. And I'm going to encourage you to think about giving something to charity if you're able to do that as part of your holiday, because so many people are having trouble putting food on the table right now. If you can donate, I believe it's something like at my local food pantry, it's like $5 feeds somebody for 5 days. Do they feed a person for $1 a day, or is it $1 a meal? I don't remember. $5 buys them a lot of food. And you can definitely, you don't have to be able to donate a lot of money to charity. Donate a few dollars. Whiskers, why are you crying? Come here. What's the matter with you, huh? Look at this big fat cat. My, you're hefty. You are hefty. Sassy's sitting on top of the kitchen cabinets looking. Oh no, Whiskers is out of sorts because we had exterminators here a few days ago and my house is really in disarray still. And it's got Whiskers all out of sorts. She doesn't like it. Yeah, hi, sweetie. Yes, you're the good girl. Yeah, you're a good kitty. But don't knock the cups off the table. What if that had been full? She says if it had been full, she wouldn't have cared. She would have knocked it off just the same. So one thing you don't know about Whiskers is Whiskers likes coffee if it's got cream in it. But she doesn't mind it if it's warm, but if it's too hot, she won't drink it. Once she tasted my coffee and it was too hot for her, so she shoved the cup right off the coffee table. That is Whiskers in a nutshell. All right, so those are my ideas for kind of what to do with the holidays. things you can think about, ways to make it special. Well, I don't know if I really said that. Find ways to make it special. It may not be the same as you're used to, but find ways to make it special. Just find ways to make it special. And let me know in the comments what ideas you have, what your plans are for the holidays, and if you have ideas for how to make it special when it can't be the same that it's been in the past. Because I think it's really important that we have holidays, that we have special times. And so we really need to have those even if they can't be the same as they used to be. Let me know your ideas. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you hit the little bell icon, YouTube should let you know when I post something new. And everybody have a great day.